This video explains the design of the user interface elements behind Google Talk, which is simulated in iOS version 7.2. Let's look at the part of the application which holds the list of contacts with whom you can chat. So, as you can see, the list of contacts are placed within a normal table, and the table has 5 rows and 1 column. Within each row there is a section embedded, and within the section you have the details of the particular contact. So let me repeat it. Create a normal table. In this case you have created a normal table with 5 rows and 1 column. Within each row you have a section, and within the section you have the details pertaining to the contact. Once you have created the table, then the portion of the information that you see above the table, you can create that information, like the header of Google Talk, the logo, details about yourself, the text box, and wrap all those information in a section. And then you can wrap the section that you created and the table that you created in a new section. So that's basically the details behind creating the portion of the application which holds the list of contacts. Now we will look at the portion of the application which has to be designed for showing the small overlay that pops up when you hover over each of your contacts. So let's take a look at that overlay first, even before we go into the design. So as per the functionality, this overlay has to pop up when you hover over this contact called as John Brutus. How do we do it? So in this instance, we have created a normal table that you can see here. Let me select the table. Yeah, this is again a normal table with 5 rows and 1 column, and a section is embedded within each row, and an alternate view of that section is created. So you have an empty view and an expanded view, and your empty view is the default view. Within the expanded view, you create the options to chat, call, or send files to this particular contact, and you do it for each of those contacts in each applicable row. After you have created the table, place the table to match the positions with the contact that is present in the first table that you created, so that the overlay correctly appears against each row specific to the contact that you have your cursor upon. So the positioning of the second table is quite important. Now we will look at the part of the application which holds details pertaining to the conversation that you're having with your selected contact. So in this instance, it's again a normal table with 2 rows. Your first row is a normal row, and your second row is a data row. Let's look at how the normal row is first created. So as you can see, again within the normal table, embed a section and create 2 views of the section. So you have an empty view and you have an expanded view. Your empty view is the default view. Within your expanded view, again a section is created, and within the section you embed a data table with 1 row and 1 column, and the section which is wrapping the data table, that's set to vertical scroll of auto. Beneath the section you have a text input box and a send button. Above the section you have details pertaining to the contact's name and status. Now let's look at the design of the data row. Within the data row, you have details pertaining to the contact's name and status, and the details are embedded within a section which is embedded within the data row. Now, as you can see, you got two icons here. Okay, the first one designates the particular contact as available, and the second one designates the contact as busy. The functionality goes that you can only chat or call a contact who is online or available or busy. You can do the same with a contact who is idle or offline. For instance, if you see section 12, the option is there only for sending files. So that's the reason why you have the icons here with two views. You would have a busy view as well as a available view for the images here. And we will look at how these views will be displayed when we look at the construction of the business logic. So in short, this is the user interface design behind Gtalk in IRI Studio version 7.2. In the next video, we will look at how user experience is simulated within IRI's version 7.2 for simulating Gtalk. Thank you very much.